Okay, just setting up the live stream. I won't be long. I think we're more or less there. So I have not set foot in the Embraer 195 or 170 series for quite some time in Flight Simulator, so this evening's going to be interesting. I've updated the notes on the aircraft, so this is going to be a validation flight more than anything. So I wasn't actually aware that they were compatible with 2024, so yeah, a proving flight, let's put it that way. So let's go and jump in the aircraft, and we'll go and get rid of the stairs and close the doors. Something we could do is go into SayIntentions and go to intercom, put the cabin crew in place within the cabin. So we'll go for, who should we have in the cabin with us today? Laura's pretty good usually, isn't she? We're about to find out if the FMS is working. I'm just reading the live stream comments there. Okay, so first things first, let's go and get I've got the SimBrief flight details. I don't know how it's going to work, so we'll find out as we go. So import from SimBrief, and it's pulled the flight in at least. Whether that means it will appear in the FMS is a different matter entirely. But at least we've got the basics in here, though, hey? So we can we put in, okay, this is if you wanted to do it yourself, I guess. Anyway, we pulled the data in. Doesn't seem to do anything down here, which is interesting. We'll leave that on the ground page then for the moment. Just out of interest then, does this give us charts? So we have to authenticate with Navigraph. Let's go do that. So I'm just pulling my phone out, point it at the 2D barcode, and wait for my phone to wake up, sign into Navigraph, and approve. Okay, I have to type a code in. It's ignored it. M 4 Zulu Tango 5 Kilo. Approve. Allow. And there we go. So we're departing from Kilo Sierra Juliet. So Kilo Sierra Juliet Charlie. Let's see how this works. Okay, so it just does the basic charts. So if we wanted a taxi chart, for example, we could just go here. And that's the same one that I've got open already over here within Navigraph. Obviously, we're going to be taxiing down to 30 left, so I imagine we'll be taxiing down. But anyway, before we do any of that, let's go and get the airplane up and running, shall we? Before we do that, even we'll go and check the volume levels, make sure that I'm coming through loud and clear. It's remarkably quiet. I should go and have a look outside. Okay, that seems to be okay. So, Shift and 8 takes us overhead, and then we've got the. Before we do that, I don't think I've got it on my list. I need to update the checklist. I need to go and attach the GPU to the airplane. Do we get chocks or anything here? Engine covers, wheel chocks. Well, we don't need them anyway. So presumably that means, okay, GPU is now connected. Is that drawn in? Yes, it is. So there's the GPU connected to the airplane. Shift and 8 will take us overhead. We've got GPU available, but we're going to turn the batteries on first. So battery 1 goes to on, battery 2 goes to auto, and then connect the GPU. APU master goes to start, and APU controls over here. So then having done that, if we look down in the cockpit, we should see, yes, it's complaining about the emergency light at the moment, but the that's fine. We can sort that out along the way.
No takeoff, flap, brake.
So second column at the bottom is emergency lights. Let's go arm that to make it shut up. Yeah, it appears there's some issues with the systems, doesn't it? Look, no takeoff config. I haven't. Okay, I haven't. The throttles are reversed. That's rather novel. So does that mean anything else is reversed?
No takeoff, flap, flap.
So we're going to have to go into here, go to controls, and see what we can do. That surprises me if it really is reversed. I wonder if it's got calibration in the tablet. We'll go and have a look in a moment. So I'm just going to set this with a basic quadrant setting to begin with. Unfortunately, this is going to take ages because of the bug in Sim Update 2. I wonder if they fixed it in Sim Update 3. So bear with me while it takes 10 minutes to cycle through what should be 5 clicks in half a second. It's frustrating, isn't it? The reason I've got a specific config for the Jaguar is for, in their infinite wisdom, I think they reversed the flap throws in the early version of the Jaguar. I still need to go and delete the profile for it because it doesn't need it anymore. Or maybe they had some funky throttle mappings as well. Basic throttle, that will just do both of them on one stick. We really want 2 engines, don't we? Or two, yeah. Basic 2 engine, I think I've called the profile. So I get independent power on the 2 sticks. But if we have to, we'll have to go duplicate the profile and reverse the throws. It's basic 4 engine. Why don't they put these in alphabetical order? Or just turn them into a drop down. It would make it a lot easier, wouldn't it? There we go. That's the 0 to 100 axis. That's not the one I want. Although it might be the correct one. Let's try it. Save and back. And no, it's still backwards. So let's have a look. There's nothing in here. Oh, I wish that wouldn't do that. No. So we're going to have to make our own control profiles and reverse everything. Press escape, settings. So you're going to see how to do this. So we'll wait for this to load for another however many seconds it takes. I'm not getting annoyed with it, honest. It's already 11:30 and I haven't even got any air yet. So we'll go with the normal axis and wait again. Oh my word, it's painful. We'll do all of this and then the sim will crash on us, you watch. So we're going to go in here and we're going to duplicate the profile and we're going to call this specifically for this aeroplane the FSS E-Jet profile. And say OK. And wait again. It's enough to drive you insane, isn't it? So now we've got that, we're going to search for throttle. And you can see down here we've got the left axis and we're going to invert it. Okay. And Can we not get back from here? Go back. Okay, that's fine. And then the y-axis, we're going to go and invert it. Go back, save and back, back. And it's still backwards. What on earth have they done? And the throws are off for the main stick. So let's pull the stick controls. Nope, they're just jammed to the left the entire time.
No takeoff. Spoiler.
What is going on? Look at that. That's backwards. I'm going to go to the main menu and come back. This may be the shortest lived attempt at a flight in an aeroplane ever seen in Flight Simulator. We'll put ourselves next to ourselves here at the next gate. It's all fun, isn't it? Fighting the simulator every step of the way, and it may be that this airplane then is just cannot be used if it's ignoring the
Southwest Airlines
series.
3605, contact departure on 126.475.
I'm just going to shut up Say Intentions for the
Departure
moment.
on 126.
Okay, so Shift and C, back in the cockpit. At least the joystick is now pointing the right direction, so that's working. So were those correct? And that was a bug. Let's go look at settings again, controls. Let's go and unreverse them. So it's got the FSS E-Jet profile. Let's go. We may not even need it. If that was a bug in the simulator. So throttle 1 axis. Do not reverse it. Go back. Throttle 2 axis. Do not reverse it. Go back, save and back, back. And it's behaving. Figure that one out. And we've got reverses as well. Yep. So now it's working. So all of that was for nothing. I'm not getting annoyed at all. You have to laugh, don't you, when these things happen. Okay, so we're back where we started. Let's go into flight details, import from SimBrief, go to ground, put the GPU on the aeroplane. So make sure it's saying, I don't know why people bother with 2024. It's known that this aeroplane has got a bug in it. It won't be the simulator itself. It's very rare that you see any bugs in the simulator anymore, and the only people who bash it are the people who saw it day one and it was in quite a poor state to begin with. But to be honest, I very rarely see serious issues with it. You see issues with aeroplanes. Okay, so batteries on. And GPU on, arm the emergency lights, and then let's go and start the APU. So if we look down here, we should see, yep, APU is coming up. Excellent. So yes, the
Citation 0 Echo Zulu, contact departure.
I thought I told
Already
them
departure 0 Echo Zulu.
to go on to radio check. Anyway, yeah, you can't really compare 2024 with 2020 anymore. It's so vastly superior, it's ridiculous. Just the multi-threaded nature of it, it's so smooth when it's loading scenery in. And there's no hallucinations through hills of the horizon line. The weather simulation is massively better. The fact it can run on Xbox at all is stunning to me. Okay, so we're running on the APU. We've armed the emergency lights, so we're going to go and do the MCDU. Okay, so if we go over to the route button, is that correct? Oh no, so we want the nav button. Read my own notes, that would be helpful, wouldn't it? So press nav, and then the route will take us here. So we can put in the origin and the destination. So KS. So this answers the question about whether this will come in from SimBrief or not. But it's a simple route to program anyway, and it'll be fun actually to go through the system and see if it works. Yeah, there's a bug here, look in the aeroplane. This aeroplane was notorious for being a little bit buggy. So I think what we'll end up having to do is put KSJC over here. Yeah, look, it's got a bug in it. And KSBA on this side. That's working. So departing from KSJC on runway 30 left, and we're doing the SPTNS1 standard instrument departure. Do we have the VL re transition? Oh, VF re, sorry. Have I got that right? No, VL re. Whoops. SID VL re. There we go. Apply. Okay, and then coming into KSBA, so that's our route. If we go into arrival, we can put in the runway for the arrival. We're expecting runway 07 into Santa Barbara. ILS for 07, and it's the GVO star. Well, there's no star, it's just the it's direct in, look, which is fine. So arrival, apply. If we go and look at the flight plan, then we'll see some of the legs. So if we go and compare this against the route here, so VL re is where it gets to the end of the there it is, look, and then it goes straight to GVO, so we need to put the intermediate waypoints in. So we got in between here and here, we need to go EBAE, so EBAYE. So let's see if this works correctly. If we drop it on top of GVO, it should drop it down. Give it a second. Oh, it's taking a while, isn't it? Maybe the real thing does. Okay, where did that go? Oh, it's still here. Okay, let's try and do it via the route instead of trying to modify the legs. So, if we go to route and go next page, GVO, so if we went, we'd have to wipe out the approach. Let's see what happens. So if we go direct into here, yeah, it will do it here, look. Except it's got it wrong. EBAYE. EBAYE. Oh my word, what have they done to it? Oh no, it's working now. Where did he get techie from? It's a bit of a random number generator, isn't it? Then AVE. Oh my word, it's having absolute nightmare issues. So let's go previous, next, previous. So that's the route. Can we just clear this out? No. Okay, another way of doing this then, if we go to routes, and if we reprogram where we're going from it, on most FMCs it will wipe it. And this one won't. So let's try putting in the destination in as well then, KSBA, and just see if it wipes the route out. It might. Then we go next. No, it's still got it. So we might be going direct then this evening. It's still got the SID. That's rather interesting. But it appears we can't get away with putting anything into the middle of the route anymore. EBAYE. EBAYE. Let's try it once more for luck. EBAYE. It worked on the second time last time, didn't it? No, it's not having it at all now. Interesting. What do we do? Maybe we fly selected heading. It's not a very long route anyway, so if we're going to give up on the FMC, so this is, you know, you're seeing the issues you're going to encounter if you try and fly this plane in the simulator. It's a shame if it's not going to work properly, unless we can load a sim brief plan straight in. I wonder. Menu. What's in here? MCD maintenance, MCD. No, there's nothing in there. What about MISC? No. Why have the menu there if none of it works? What about ATC? Can we pull from SimBrief? Will company route do it? Nope. Data link flight plan. Data link. You would think if SimBrief was going to work, that would have worked, and it doesn't. It's like a half-finished aeroplane, isn't it? See, now we've got EBAYE in here, in the wrong place. And we can't delete it. Okay, what we're going to do is restart the flight. This is final go. But before I put the departure in, I'm going to put the route in. So I'll program the route first. I already did SimBrief through the tablet. It doesn't populate the FMC. If this loads it and messes the controls up again, I may well give the entire flight up as a bad job. So is the stick in the right place? It looks like it is, and the controls look like they're run the right way this time. Okay, let's try this one more way, a slightly different way, or a different procedure. So we'll import the flight plan from SimBrief. And then we'll go to ground and we'll put the GPU on the aeroplane. And then we'll go overhead and we'll put the batteries on again. And we'll put the ground power on. We'll arm the emergency lights. And we'll go and start the APU. Okay, so then Shift and 4 will bring us down to the FMC and we can go into the route. It's working this time. How weird is that? So we want to go to KSBA. It's a bit of a random number generator, isn't it, whether it works properly. KSBA. SBA. So that's where we're heading to. This wasn't populated last time. So then, before we do the departure, we're going to go next page. And we're going to put our routing directly in here. So if it's easier to read it off the Navigraph chart probably, isn't it? Or not in this case. SimBrief would be even easier.
Couch 323, contact departure.
So EBAYE,
Departure, Couch 323,
AVE, and GVO. But we know GVO is the beginning of the end. EBAYE and AVE. So EBAYE and GVO. See, the trouble is, this is going to have the same problem, look, because it's got... Well, no, it's working, look. How incredible. So then departure, runway. It was 30 left and SPTNS1 and VLRE. So 30 left, SPTNS1 and VLRE. And apply. Apply wasn't there before either. That's working as well now. Figure that one out. So, arriving into Santa Barbara, runway 07 direct via the GVO. And there is no start. But that may be a problem because then we can't activate that. Apply. There we go. So it's just a bit counterintuitive. That we've got GVO twice now. Can we get rid of it? Can we get rid of the duplicate GVO? Yes, we can. Isn't that weird? It's all working now. So let's go and step through and see if we've got any discontinuities. No, it's all looking good. Hurrah! That was a bit more eventful than it needed to be. We haven't got any performance numbers, but I don't know if this aeroplane calculates them properly. So let's go and look in performance initialization. Page 1 of 3. Go next. Cruise altitude. What have we got in SimBrief? 31,000. Really? Can this get to 31,000 on this short flight? We'll try it. Cruise winds. I don't know if we've got the data here for that actually. Not on the summary. Average wind, there we go, 260.25. So 260 degrees, 25 knots. And the zero fuel weight, can it calculate it for us? No, it can't. That's really useful. I wonder if they give us any numbers in the tablet.
San Jose Tower, Meridian 24 Juliet is on the ILS runway 30 left approach.
So 63.
San Jose Tower, Meridian 24 Juliet is on the ILS runway 30 left approach.
I could swear I had
Continue
already
approach.
told
Runway 30 left,
SayIntentions
24
to
Juliet.
radio check. Oh, that was before I restarted, wasn't it? So that's calculated gross weight for us. And then we go next, and that's all fine. Okay, so that's all looking good. So shift and space, press comma to set the altimeters. Looks like they're good. So shift and 2 brings us over to the Flight Guidance Control Panel, or FGCP. So we're going to make sure the flight directors are on. So if you watch the screens here, do they actually light up? Or not? As the case may be. Okay. We should get the magenta indicators when we do that, and we don't. That's rather surprising. So we'll go and set the target altitude. Actually, we haven't got our clearance yet, have we? Okay, so we are going to be... Are we Link Air? I think their call sign is Link. Or Air Link, sorry. I think the call sign is link, and we'll be link 073. So we're going to call for San Jose clearance, aren't we? So we need to go and change frequencies. San Jose clearance, link 073, requesting clearance to Santa Barbara. Are we keying? Oh, the microphone isn't keying. Wonderful. Let's go and restart SayIntentions. As it lost its mappings, I had an update of it as I launched it. We'll try that again. You're finding out all of the rough edges this evening that usually get edited out by the big name content creators. So can we key the microphone now? Yes, we can. San Jose clearance, link 073 requesting clearance to Santa Barbara.
Give me 1 second for that clearance. Airlink 073, cleared to Santa Barbara via the Spit-ins 1 departure. Then as filed, climb and maintain 6,000. Expect flight level 31010 minutes after departure. Departure on 126.475 squawk 1552. Expect runway 30 left.
Okay, I tried to write that down in time, but my pen didn't work properly. Okay, so clear to Santa Barbara via the SPTNS1 departure, then as filed. Climb and maintain 6,000 feet. Expect flight level 31010 minutes after departure. Departure on 126.475, squawk 1552. Expect runway 30 left. Link 073.
Airlink 073, read back correct.
Okay, squawk 1552. So I'm guessing this is going to be hidden inside here somewhere. So let's go to radios. There's the transponder. 1552. And let's go and have a look at TCAS. This is on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard this flight with Virtual Airline. We are departing from San Jose and heading to Santa Barbara. Please take your seats according to your boarding passes and stow your hand luggage in the overhead bins or under the seats in front of you.
SayIntentions is great, isn't it?
If you require any assistance, do not hesitate to contact the crew. Thank you for your cooperation.
Okay, so we're going to go and set 6,000 feet as the initial climb altitude, which we've already got, which is good. Set the heading bug for the runway direction. We could do this on the runway as well, but we're taking off runway 30, so we'll just get it to 300 degrees. So where's this round? 2300. Set the nav modes as required, so we could go nav mode, and yeah, look, it's showing up here. These don't light up though.
Clearance to Las Vegas.
Should we go and put ourselves back on radio check while we're getting the airplane ready? So yeah, so the indications show up. These obviously don't light up, as someone said in the live stream comments, which is really useful. Thank you. We can climb out with VNAV. Should be able to. Oh, maybe this aircraft. No, look, it doesn't light up, so VNAV isn't implemented. So we should be able to, therefore, if we can do yaw dampers. That's interesting. Look, it's indicating here that the yaw dampers are on or off. So to control climb out, should we go vertical speed then? So that's showing something. It won't stay on. Why is that? Maybe we're too early in the start procedure. We'll have a look at it when we've got the engines up and running. Does that mean we've got flight directors this time? Or are they not going to behave? Yeah, it's not even showing them, look. That's weird. Anyway, let's go and do the rest of the startup and then we'll come back and look at that. So, no smoking sign goes to on. Fasten seatbelt signs go to on. So then we can go down here and we can go and check the cockpit door control, which is here. It's locked and on, which is good. So then overhead, the red beacon light goes to on or up. So third column at the bottom, where is it? Nav strobe red beacon, there we go. So we can perform the pushback. So Alt and P will get the tractor moving towards us. Will pays if we get rid of the GPU, doesn't it? As well. Before they drag it across the tarmac. So yeah, I'll have a look at flight level change in a moment. I'll get the aeroplane up and running first, and then we'll see what guidance modes work and which ones don't. So let's turn the parking brake off. Actually, before we do that, I'm just going to go and call ground. I completely missed it where we got a bit sideways on our procedures. San Jose ground, link 073 requesting pushback and engine start.
Airlink 073, pushback and engine start approved, tail northwest.
So let's have a look. They were going to push us out to the southwest. We want southeast. We want the other way, don't we? There's nothing we can do about it in the simulator, though. I don't think we've got pushback controls in this aeroplane in the tablet. So the simulator is pushing us back in the wrong direction. It's fine, we'll just do a U-turn. It's only pushing us out to 45 degrees though. That's fine. So the tractor should pull away from us.
Cabin crew, all doors in flight and cross-check. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard this flight with Virtual Airline. We are departing from San Jose and heading to Santa Barbara.
So, engine starts.
Our captain for this flight is Jonathan, and our first officer is Amanda.
We
Joining
uncover
me in the cabin
number
are
2.
my fellow crew members, Claire,
We
Julian,
rotate it to
and
start.
Sophie. The expected flight time is approximately 42 minutes. Now, let me take a moment
seems to be
go over
automatic,
some important
doesn't it?
safety information.
So there's no
To fasten your
APU
seatbelt,
switches overhead.
Insert the metal
It's
fitting
all
into
automated.
the buckle until you hear a click. To release it, simply lift the buckle.
Can we do
Please
both
keep
at the
your
same time?
seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated, as the seatbelt sign may be turned on at any time.
It would
In the
appear
event
so.
of a loss of
I
cabin
think they're
pressure,
electric starters, aren't
oxygen
they?
masks will drop down
That's
from
what's
the
actually
panel
happening.
above you. To use the mask, pull it towards you to start the flow of oxygen. Place it over your nose and mouth, securing it with the elastic band. Remember to secure your own
Oh, it's
mask
got a bleed
before assisting
APU valve,
others.
so
We also have life vests located under your seats. In the unlikely event of an evacuation over water, remove the vest from its pouch. Place
Southwest
it over
4514 request
pull the
push and
straps
start.
around your waist. Inflate
Southwest
the vest by pulling
4514
the red
cleared for
tabs
push and start.
or by blowing into the tubes. In the event of an aircraft evacuation,
I'm
please
just
leave your
watching the
luggage on board.
gauges to see
Pushback approved, Southwest 4514.
There are 2 emergency exits located at the front and rear of the cabin.
So
and 2
hydraulic
overwing exits.
is
Please
showing
take a moment to locate
low
the
pressure.
nearest
Pacific Ground, good
exit to you,
afternoon.
which may be behind you.
9412 at
Thank you
gate
for your
33 with
attention.
information will whiskey request push and start.
Captain, the cabin is ready for
United
departure.
412, push and start approved, tail northwest. Push and start approved, tail northwest, United 412.
That's interesting. This is all on auto, but it's still complaining in the cockpit. Engines are up and running. No takeoff data. Interesting. Did we not go and do the performance data? I thought we did. There we go. So we need the wind at the departure runway. Will it calculate it for us? No, it won't. This has changed slightly from how it used to be. So information for KSJC weather, we've got 340 at 13 knots. 340 at 13 knots. Drop that in. That gives us the vectors for the runway. If we go next page, that's all looking fine, and it's shut up now. Look, as soon as we've seen that page. Flaps 1, there's the V-speeds. It just wanted that information, I think. Interesting. Okay, so I do need to update my procedures because they don't match the aeroplane anymore. So, how are we doing? Taxi light goes to on. So the main battery of lights are over here.
Southwest 1701, request push and start.
Nose light.
Southwest 1701, push and start approved.
Pushback approved, Southwest 1701.
So if we spin ourselves around first and then we'll ask for permission. Look, we've got positive thrust, look, quite a lot of it. So flaps 1 as well. I'm just going to turn us around.
Southwest 4382, request push and start.
Southwest 4382, cleared for push and start.
Pushback approved, Southwest 4382.
Okay, let's put head tracking on now. Are we on ground still? I think we are. San Jose ground, 121.7. San Jose ground, link 073, requesting a taxi to runway 30 left.
Airlink 073, taxi to runway 30 left via Zulu Delta, cross runway 30 right, then cross runway 30 left, then Whiskey Charlie.
So they want us to go to Delta, cross both, and then Whiskey to the Charlie intersection. Okay, so it's got a long area here. That makes sense. So let's go and confirm that with them.
Southwest 17.
Taxi runway 30 left via Zulu, Delta, cross runway 30 right, then cross runway 30 left, then Whiskey Charlie, link 073.
Southwest 1701, taxi to runway 30 right via Zulu, Alpha.
30 right via Zulu, Alpha Southwest 1701.
So we want to go to Delta, doesn't it? Let's just double check that again. Zulu and then Delta.
Southwest 4382, ready to taxi.
Southwest 4382, taxi to runway 30 left via Zulu, Alpha.
Zulu is this side.
30 left via Zulu, Alpha Southwest 4382.
Go to Delta. Okay, so that's the third turning on the right. Gonna get in the queue, aren't we? so it doesn't get breath noises. So presumably now we have the engine running, we can turn the APU off. So next right is our turning to cross the runways. So we're crossing runway 30 right at Delta. San Jose ground, link 073 requesting clearance to cross runway 30 right at Delta.
Airlink 073, cross runway 30 right at Delta approved.
No takeoff. Left.
That was a bit close. They've approved us. Look, there's somebody on finals. San Jose ground, link 073 requesting cross runway 30 left.
Airlink 073, cross runway 30 left approved.
So I need to go and check the performance numbers in a moment. Make sure we really are on flaps 1. Ground should tell us to hand off to tower in a moment. I would have thought. So this is Charlie. What are we doing? Just trying to remember. So this is Charlie. We're about to pull out on to the runway. I was going to go and check the performance numbers, wasn't I? Because when I revved up during taxi, it complained. So we're going to go and look at performance and takeoff.
Ground Southwest 824, taxi to the gate.
Just have a look at the numbers.
Southwest 824, taxi to parking via Kilo Zulu.
Performance data. Climb. Okay, where's the... Oh, here you go, flaps 1. So we have got flaps 1. Oh, okay, it's not quite flaps 1. So the the Airbus controller doesn't quite have the same detents. That's why it was complaining at us earlier. Okay, so we're going to go and talk to tower. And go and put the head tracking back on. San Jose Tower, link 073, holding short, runway 30 left for departure as filed. Will he make us wait for that one?
Airlink 73, San Jose Tower, runway 30 left. Hold short, your number 1 behind the 737.
Holding short behind the 737, link 073. So yeah, he's going first then. So should we go and... Actually no, we won't put our lights on until we're on the runway, otherwise we'll blind the pilot as he goes past. Is that someone else going off runway 30 right? Yeah. Blimey, they're shifting.
Southwest 1701, contact departure. Switching to departure, Southwest 1701.
So I wonder how much...
Airlink 073, runway 30 left, winds 320 at 13. RNAV, stay clear, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 30 left, link 073.
Southwest 4382, contact departure. Over to departure, Southwest 4382.
It would help if I'd actually keyed the microphone there. Clear for takeoff, runway 30 left, link 073.
Southwest 4096, contact ground on 121.7.
Ground on 121.7, Southwest 4096, see ya.
25 Foxtrot Tango, you are not cleared to take off. Advise when ready to copy a phone number for possible pilot deviation.
Ready to copy, number 625 Foxtrot Tango.
Airlink 073, contact departure.
So flight level change isn't kicking in, is it? Contacting departure, link 073. Departure, link 073, departing runway 30 left for Santa Barbara as filed.
Airlink 73, NorCal departure, radar contact, climb via the SID.
Does this have climb detents? No, it doesn't. Why are we... Oh, the transponder isn't on, that's why. I thought I turned it on. Let's go and have a look at that. Radio.
HCF approach, Southwest 1701, 10,000.
That's TCAS,
Southwest
that's not the
1701, radar
transponder.
contact. Airlink 73, NorCal departure, contact San Francisco departure on 128.325. Southwest
Interesting.
1701,
What it really meant was
proceed direct
TCAS.
Lahua. Cleared for the other A, runway 8 right approach, descend and maintain 3,000 until established. Down to 3,000 cleared for the other A, runway 8 right approach, Southwest 1701.
So you have to be careful with the throttle
Southwest
length.
1701, contact Honolulu Tower on 118.1.
It's got more power than
Over
you
to
can actually
Honolulu
deal
Tower
with.
on 118.1, Southwest 1701.
So let's change this display to show the map. Yeah, it's put itself on an intercept course. It kind of blew the plan there. It's sort of working.
East west. Read bed all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information X-ray.
Why are we suddenly getting ATIS? I didn't command that.
Salinas Municipal Airport.
We should be on
Information X-ray.
departures.
Alaska 571, contact Oakland Center on 134.15.
Visibility
Over to
10.
Oakland Center on 134.15, Mount Alaska 571.
Temperature 21. Dew point 11. Altimeter 3003.
Have we got,
Density altitude 700 feet.
bizarrely, have we got,
Arriving and departing runways 2631. Advise on course heading.
that's a bug,
altitude,
isn't it?
And if flight following is requested. Read bed all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information X-ray. Salinas Municipal Airport.
That shouldn't be doing
Information
that.
X-ray. 2253 Zulu.
Let's go and restart SayIntentions. It should be fine. It'll pick up where it left off. No, it won't go out of the
Municipal
way.
Airport. Information X-ray. 2253 Zulu. Wind 300 at 11.
So this has worked on the
Visibility
VNAV
10.
look. It's, oh, sorry, yes,
Sky conditions
for the flight
clear.
level change.
Temperature 21.
But we're now going
Dew
way too
point
fast.
11. Altimeter 3003. Density altitude 700 feet. Arriving and departing runways 2631. Advise on course
So the auto
heading,
throttle works.
altitude, and if flight following is requested.
I think what's
Read bed all
happened here
runway
is
and
we've
hold
got
short
ATIS on the
instructions.
same frequency somewhere else,
Advise on initial
and it's not
contact
clever
you
enough
have
to deal with it.
information X-ray. Salinas Municipal Airport. Information X-ray. 2253 Zulu. Wind 300 at
That's
11.
annoying.
Visibility 10. Sky conditions clear. Temperature 21.
So let's go and have a
Dew
look
point 11.
at the departure
Altimeter
charts.
3003.
So
Density
5,000,
altitude
and then we've got
700 feet.
13,000 at Techie.
Arriving
Okay,
and
so we
departing
can climb.
runways 2631. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read bed all runway and hold short instructions. Advise
Airlink
on initial
73, NorCal
contact
departure.
you have
Please expedite your climb to
information
13,000 feet.
X-ray. Salinas Municipal Airport. Information X-ray. 2253 Zulu. Wind 300 at 11. Visibility 10. Sky conditions clear. Temperature 21. Dew point 11. Altimeter 3003. Density altitude 700
That's
feet.
super annoying.
Arriving and departing runways 26.
What I'm going to do is go straight to
31.
centre.
Advise on course heading, altitude.
Nope,
flight
it's not
following
dropping
is
it. There's a
requested.
bug.
Read bed all runway and
Either
hold
that
short
or
instructions.
the aeroplane itself is
Advise
doing
on
it.
initial contact you have
Let's go and
information
check the
X-ray.
radio frequencies.
Salinas Municipal Airport. Information X-ray.
Atlantic Southeast.
2253.
So if we put both frequencies to 1274, oh no, let's go both for departures 121.3.
Clear.
Atlantic
Temperature
Southeast Airlines
So we
1499
Dew
Oakland Center,
point
roger.
11.
121.3.
Density
Into
700 feet.
Dear guests, we have just
Arriving
climbed
and
above the safe
departing
altitude.
same here.
You are now free to use your electronic
Advise on
devices.
course heading,
Please ensure that they are set to
and if
airplane
flight
mode.
following is
We will begin
requested.
our in-flight service shortly.
That's done it.
Thank you for your attention.
So whatever frequency was in COM2 had picked up a local ATIS, so we've got rid of it. It wasn't a bug, it was just an unlucky coincidence. Okay, we're up to 13,000 feet, and once we get past,
Airlink 73, NorCal departure.
Yeah.
Climb and maintain flight level 300.
there we go, we've just had our instruction. Climb and maintain flight level 300. link 073. Change the zoom.
Airlink 073, contact Oakland Center on 127.45. Southwest 1945, climb and maintain flight level 200.
Contacting Oakland Center 127.45 at link 073. Oakland Center, link 073 with you climbing to flight level 300 en route to Santa Barbara.
Airlink 73, Oakland Center, good afternoon, San Martin altimeter 29.907.
This is climbing like
That's November 3943
So barometric pressure, we need to go and check. We've gone to 18,000
November
feet.
3943 Mike
So can we
is
just select it? Yes, we can.
Duke
Is it
60
synchronized?
requesting
No, it
clearance
isn't.
IFR.
And then it's
I'll grab that clearance. Give me just a minute.
We also
Oakland
gone to
Center,
10,000 feet.
Southwest
so we don't need
1701,
the
17,000.
landing lights on. Those let go off as
Southwest
well.
1701, radar
Strobes.
contact.
No, we haven't. We haven't. Should we let the passengers get out?
Airlink 73, Oakland Center, climb and maintain flight level 310.
Climb and maintain flight level 310, link 073. Outside then. So it was a bit of an adventure programming it, but once it got up in the air, and once you kind of become familiar with what's where around the aeroplane, it does seem to work. I know this aeroplane got a lot of bad press when it was in development, or there was an early access release, wasn't there? And there was a lot of rough corners and things that were unfinished, and it looks like, yeah, VNAV still hasn't been implemented, for example. But you can get around it, and you can work around it, it's fine. We obviously saw some strangeness in the MCDU, where it was kind of third time lucky. And we saw some strangeness with the throttles. When I first loaded the aeroplane, it was all reversed. But that went away as well. So there are bugs in the aeroplane.
Oakland Center, Delta 2572, flight level 360.
Delta 2572, radar contact.
So yeah, that was unintentionally exciting, wasn't it? With the ATIS coming through. It only occurred to me quite late on to go and check and reprogram the comm radio frequencies. We were just picking up by pure chance on COM2 the ATIS from a nearby airport. So it seems to be working okay. So, where is the range for this screen?
Oakland Center, Cathay 882, flight level 310.
Cathay 882, radar contact.
Oakland Center, Moxie 612, flight level 300.
Moxie 612, radar contact.
Is this it here? Nope. That's it. They put this weird click spot in place on the screen. That's weird, isn't it? Why bother doing that? Why not just have it realistic and have the real controls? It's waving around a fair amount, isn't it?
SkyWest 5814, contact San Francisco, approach on 128.325.
Over to San Francisco, approach on 128.325 east, SkyWest 5814.
Oakland Center, SkyWest 3407, flight level 300.
SkyWest 3407, radar contact.
Hopefully once we descend we'll get back within range of the fuel. I didn't think to check it on the fuel on block numbers. Let's go and have a look. Actually, does it give us a burn down on the... Okay, is the simulator just crashed? I think it may have done. Everything's frozen. Well, there we go. I think I'll only install this airplane for the moment then. I haven't seen a full-on crash in the simulator for a very, very long time. So after all that strangeness, it's now just given up the ghost. Oh no, it's just come back. Tell a lie. But obviously this aeroplane is just not right. So we're here by luck more than judgment. I was just going to go and check the numbers because the fuel burn rate has just gone red on the on-block, but we are coming up to altitude and we will be descending soon. I was going to go look, wasn't I? See if there's a burn down rate on the flight plan page, and I don't think there is. It's not that clever. What about progress or anything like that? Has it got progress page? Fuel? Oh look, it's not looking great. It didn't occur to me this is such a simple aeroplane that there was no load sheet to go and put the fuel into, or maybe the sim brief numbers didn't come in correctly. We were sat on the ground with the engines running for quite a long time, weren't we? We'll see. We might be okay. Once we descend down in, obviously we'll be gliding for a long way. So this might come back on side. Which way's the wind? Have we got a tailwind? Kind of. So we should be descending fairly soon at the top of climb. And then top of descent is just after we pass here, according to a little nav map, but that isn't the correct data though, that's using 737 numbers. We should be able to come down fairly steeply, I would have thought. So that's, yeah, 70 miles and then you're into the approach. So let's go and have a look at that.
Bulldog Bravo, Uniform Lima. Alright, radar contact. You're about 6 miles northeast of Salinas at 7700
We'll
feet.
begin our snack and drink service shortly.
Roger.
Today, we have some delightful options available, including
Center,
our
good
Richards
afternoon.
class
Seven Tango Charlie,
After
level
the service, we will also
10,500.
have articles from the virtual airline shop available.
Chancellor 707 Tango Charlie, Oakland Center, Roger, altimeter 29er7.
Dear guests, we have just climbed above
Oakland
the
Center,
same
SkyWest 3396, flight level 340.
Please ensure that
SkyWest 3396, radar contact.
We will begin our in-flight service shortly. Thank you.
Airlink 073, I'll have you descending in just a minute.
That's good to know. So they're predicting it. We're still, the burn rate's not looking great, is it? But then we're going to be descending, so we'll see how we get on. I've got the auto throttle on, showing over here at 80. We'll see how we get on. Obviously, we can cheat in the simulator. I don't want to if I don't have to, but we could go and put fuel in the aeroplane. Yeah, it's got hardly any.
Oakland Center, Southwest 4018, flight level 360.
Southwest 4018, radar contact.
Yeah, I'm going to put a small amount of fuel back in. That's fixed it. I'll just climb out on the wing with some cans of fuel. But yeah, it didn't occur to me. I thought, this is what thought did, isn't it? I pulled the flight plan in from SimBrief. Obviously didn't do the payload, which is a bit of a shame. Something to note down on the instructions when I update them. So, you know, a laundry list of things to go check that are not automated. So, which controllers are we talking to? Oakland Center. Oakland Center, link 073 requesting start of descent.
Airlink 073, when you're ready, descend and maintain flight level 220.
Descending flight level 220, link 073. Does look pretty, doesn't it? It's a bit gusty, yeah. So as I said, this is the first time I've loaded this aeroplane into 2024, so I was expecting it to be a bit of a rough ride. So I'm kind of finding my way at the same time as discovering what does or doesn't work. So obviously it's been kind of retrofitted to work with 2024. It's not a specific version for the simulator, and it has, this aeroplane did have something of a checkered history in 2020. When it first came out, it needed a lot of work, and the developers did persist at it. You know, they kept at it, polishing it. It's just a shame, isn't it? The bar has been lifted so far by some of the other aeroplanes, things like the Phoenix or the PMDG aircraft. They have moved things on significantly. The INI builds, Airbuses are just incredible, aren't they? This is just odd.
Airlink 073, descend and maintain 6,000, altimeter 29.9 SkyWest 4891, contact Los Angeles Center on 127.1.
Switching to Los Angeles Center on 127.1I, SkyWest 4891.
Descending 6,000 feet, link 073.
Alaska 3375 descending to flight level 180.
So PMDG may have been late.
Alaska 3375 Oakland Center, roger.
PMDG may have been
Alaska
late.
3375 Oakland Center, fly heading 350.
But the quality of their products is significantly higher than most other developers. The thing that always amazes me is some of the GA and turboprop developers, the likes of Black Square. That's a one-man band. People imagine they're a big company. There's several very well-known developers out there that are actually one person that is doing everything and has taught themselves everything. And I just find that absolutely incredible. So we're about to come down through 18,000 feet, so let's go and find out the local barometric pressure at the destination. Airfield, open, weather, 1012 or 2990. So we want to go back off of, so 29, it's almost standard, isn't it? I think we have to go and do this side as well. If we can grab the baro knob. There we go. Feet seems to be incredibly low. So we're going to check the altitudes. What is going on? We're following the route, but it doesn't appear to have programmed it properly, does it? Oh well. Yeah, it hasn't got the AVE waypoint. So although we put it on the route page, it hasn't actually appeared in the plan. I shouldn't have, really. We're fighting a half-developed aeroplane. Isn't it funny though? Although for the most part the aeroplane looks great and it seems to work okay.
Airlink 073, contact Santa Barbara, approach on 124.15.
Although you say tiny,
Cessna 208 Romeo Alpha, we have
the
good
guidance
traffic in
system is
sight.
probably the most complex part to build.
Cessna 8 Romeo Alpha, traffic in sight, maintain visual separation.
Contacting Santa Barbara approach 124.15, Airlink 073, good day. Santa Barbara approach, Airlink 073 with you, descending to 6,000 feet on approach to Santa Barbara.
Airlink 73, Santa Barbara approach. Good afternoon. Santa Barbara altimeter 29.901. Expect the ILS runway 7 approach into Santa Barbara.
Expecting the ILS runway 07 approach into Santa Barbara, Airlink 073. The reason they're calling me Airlink is because I didn't reset the flight in SayIntentions properly. So I did go and look up the Airlink call sign is just link, which is why I was using that earlier, but I completely forgot to start the flight again in SayIntentions, so it's using the originally filed call sign. I don't know why, I just had a sudden thought as I was doing it and went and looked up. I thought, you know, what is the call sign for Airlink? And it's just link. So we're being called out a little bit incorrectly. But never mind. So we have come down far too quickly, and now we are going to have a rough ride over the hills. We can have about 3,000 feet clearance though, that's fine. Over any of the bigger hills. Yeah, that one's up to 3,000 feet there, look. So we'll be fine. So we're heading straight for GVO. And we're down below 10,000 feet now, so the landing lights can come back on. And we can put the seatbelt signs back on, I guess.
Clear for the visual, runway 29er at San Luis Obispo. Do 7 bit to Mike, thank you. Santa Barbara departure. Duke 7 Victor Mike requesting handoff to San Luis Tower.
Duke 7 Victor Mike contacts San Luis Tower on 124.0.
Sounded like a radio presenter, didn't it?
Over to San Luis Obispo Tower, 124.0, Duke 7 Victor Mike. Have a good day.
Paranoid. Does the head-up display work? Oh my word, it does. It's rather clever, isn't it? It's collimated as well, isn't it? Yeah. Very cool. I wonder if the velocity factor actually works though. Most of the airplanes in Flight Simulator it doesn't work properly.
Piper 8 Juliet Kilo, what is the altimeter?
Piper 8 Juliet Kilo, altimeter 300 tree. Piper 8 Juliet Kilo, change to my frequency on 125.4.
Switching to 125.4, Piper 8 Juliet Kilo.
It's very pretty in here, isn't it? Got about 30 miles to run. Until the turn onto finals. The auto throttle's on. So 80's on. It's got auto throttle over here, look. You see the speed in the auto throttle button? It doesn't light up, but it shows on the primary flight display. We obviously came down far too quickly, but I checked the altitudes and we're not going to hit any hills, or that's the plan anyway. So we actually get to see some sightseeing along the way, which is a rare treat. The engines are hunting, aren't they? Okay, so just beyond the next range of hills is the turn into Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara departure, but Jet 101 Echo at 1,200.
Vision Jet 1801 Echo, Santa Barbara departure. Radar contact.
Santa Barbara departure, citation 033 is climbing through 16,000 for 8,000.
Hi cabin crew, can we have some coffee
5,000 left, 095 vectors to affirm, then no navigation for 033.
Certainly, Captain. I will arrange for coffee service shortly.
Okay, let's bring the range down on the navigation display. I think I'll land it manually. Given the avionics issues we've seen along the way, I'd rather trust my own piloting skills than the avionics systems on board. Let's go and check the ILS frequency while we've got a moment. So 110.3 and 75 degrees. What's going on with the mouse? 110.3, 75 degrees. So let's go down and look at the radios. 110.3.
Airlink 073, descend and maintain 4500, turn right, heading 240 vectors for the ILS runway 7 approach.
Descend and maintain 4,500 feet, turn right, heading 240 vectors for the ILS runway 7 approach. Link 073. So they want us to turn right to heading 240. So we're going to go selected heading mode then. Heading select.
Airlink 073, descend and maintain 4,000.
Whoops. So they're putting us into a box pan away from the original plan. Descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Airlink 073. So if you go and look on the map of what they're doing, they're going to send us out this way and then bring us back.
Departure for Cessna November 4222 November. Cessna 152, 2 person on board, request taxi clearance.
I'll have your clearance in just a second.
Cessna 22 November, ready for departure. Cessna 22 November, copy.
Going to take us around the edge of here. Look, get a left turn instruction in a moment, hopefully.
Airlink 073, turn left heading 155.
Turn left heading 155073. It would help if that click spot didn't keep moving. push this around the edge of the hills rather than over the top. You see the coast just coming into view now, look.
Airlink 073, 14 miles from Goyed. Turn left heading 090, descend and maintain 2600 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 7 approach.
Requesting runway 7. There's no runway 30. Runway 7.
Tell you what's that off.
Santa Barbara approach, there is no runway 30. We're going to go over the tower. Cancel flight following.
Pilatus 0 Sierra Bravo, roger. Radar services terminated. Squawk VFR. Frequency change approved.
Santa Barbara approach. Link 073 turning left heading 90. Descend maintain 2600 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 7 approach. 073.
Throttle, 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 throttle,
Really?
throttle, throttle, throttle,
How do we cancel the throttle warnings?
throttle, 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 throttle.
You have to press it twice. Okay. So let's press shift and space and then get the head tracking working. And drop the speed a little bit. And let's go and get the course working properly on the aeroplane. It's weird, isn't it? So okay, it's just picked up.
Santa Barbara approach. Would like to cancel IFR this time.
What is going on with that course on the HSI? That is not reflecting.
Airlink 073, contact Santa Barbara Tower on 119.7.
Interesting. Contacting Santa Barbara Tower 119.7, Airlink 073. Santa Barbara Tower, Airlink 073 on approach, runway 07.
Airlink 73, Santa Barbara Tower, winds 100 at 7, runway 7 cleared to land.
Cleared to land at runway 07, Airlink 073. We now have the ILS working, which is good. 5 miles to fly to go. This thing will not slow down. We may end up going round, you know. Can I side slip it to slow it down? Not very much.
Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate.
Trying every trick in the book here.
Sink rate. Sink rate.
It is not slowing down. It's resolutely holding to nearly 200 knots.
Sink rate.
We've got full rudder input.
Sink rate.
Flaps down. Spoilers down.
Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate.
Piper Tree Charlie Hotel contact Santa Barbara ground on 121.7.
Contact Santa Barbara ground on 121.7.
Does not want to slow down.
Skyhawk Alpha Bravo Charlie contact departure on 127.725.
Yeah, the flight model is all over the
Santa
place.
Barbara Skyhawk Alpha Bravo Charlie is the airport.
Santa Barbara Tower, heading 073, going around. And now it's behaving.
Airlink 073, turn left heading 270 vectors for the ILS runway 7 approach.
Turn left heading 270 for the ILS for runway 07 approach, 073. That's bizarre because there's hills to our left. You would think they would have gone out over the ocean, wouldn't you? I mean, we're just going to do a U-turn.
Bank angle, bank angle, bank angle, bank angle. Bank angle, 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 bank angle.
Okay, there's 270. I'm going to leave the flaps down and just tootle along at this sort of speed. So that's the airfield. I guess we could raise the flaps a little bit, couldn't we? Did they give us an altitude target? No. It would be on the chart though normally. We don't want to get much above 3,000 feet because that
United
would
722, contact departure.
Look at that.
Contact departure, United 722.
Bonanza 0 Charlie Hotel, contact departure.
Contact departure.
We're doing our best to break the aeroplane.
0 Charlie Hotel.
Okay, we'll just keep an eye on the distance measuring equipment. We're 5 miles away from the airfield now and just coming up to 2,500 feet or thereabouts. If we get to about 8 miles out, and hopefully we can sort this out. That's 7 miles.
Bank angle, bank angle.
Doesn't like doing that, does it? It's quite amusing, really. So we're at 2,300 feet.
Bank angle, bank angle.
Just above the glide slope at the moment.
Bank angle, bank angle. Bank angle, bank angle.
So we're on the glide slope now. We're about to cross over the centre line now, because this doesn't like banking too much. Here comes the centre line, look. Just going through it now. We'll have to go and correct that on the way in. Let's get the speed off again. Do things a bit more carefully this time, hey? So we're slightly above the glide slope.
Vision Jet 9 Alpha Romeo, contact departure.
Doing it again.
Jet 959 Alpha Romeo.
That it will
Skyhawk
not
3 Alpha
down.
Zulu, roger.
The engines are on idle.
Skyhawk 3
And
Alpha
it's holding
Zulu, you're
200
leaving my
knots.
airspace. Frequency change approved.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
I am on absolute everything hanging out. Flaps down, spoilers down, gear down, 0 on the throttles. Side slipping it like crazy, and it will not slow down. Look, it's actually
Sync rate. Sync rate.
it's actually
Sync rate.
well, we might get away with it.
Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate. 400.
There's the glide slope, and we've just about got it under control.
300. Approaching minimums. Minimums.
That was more by luck than judgment, I have to say.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Airlink 073, welcome to Santa Barbara. Contact ground on 121.7.
Contacting ground 121.7, Airlink 073. Santa Barbara ground, Airlink 073, departing runway 07, requesting taxi to the gates. So I'm being asked in the live stream comments, have I tried the Phoenix Airbuses? Yeah, I've got them. And
Airlink
they're wonderful
073,
compared to
taxi
this.
to Park 39er via Bravo 1 Bravo, cross runway 15 left, then cross runway 15 right, then Charlie. Good day.
Negative, taxiing directly to gate, because it's late.
Airlink 073, taxi to the gate approved. Proceed as requested.
Yeah, the PMDGs and the Phoenixes and the Builds Airbuses are a much more pleasant experience than this was. That was it was interesting in its own way. Let's put it. That's the nice way to put it. But I wouldn't say it was a pleasant experience fighting the aeroplane seems to have a physics model all of its own. It's unique. Get in alongside here somewhere, or go somewhere where they haven't got a load of trucks in the way. We'll go in between the gates, shall we? Yeah, that behaviour on approach was weird. Could not get the speed off. Where's that gate going? It's going to have to extend a very long way to reach us. Well, everyone likes a try, I don't. It's going to have a go, isn't it? It's going to smash the wing off first, though. Oh, they got the door open as well, ready, look. Oh. Oh, amazing, it reached. Anyway, enough messing around. Let's go and attach the GPU.
Vision Jet 63 Tango, contact tower on 119.7.
Go ahead.
Tower 119.7, Vision Jet 63 Tango. Have a great afternoon. 119.7. Have a great morning too, Vision Jet 63 Tango.
Can we use the GPU?
Santa Barbara ground, good morning. Looking for IFR clearance to Monterey. It's filed Delta 142.
Okay, that's interesting. Let's go and shut the engines down and see what happens. See if it cross-feeds back over to it. So... that's interesting, actually. They're under the covers, aren't they? So will that go through? Yeah, it's in use, look. So you just had to depress it and then it will take over automatically. So all the lights can go back off. So no smoking, seatbelts. That's interesting. So those lights stayed. Interesting. There's a lot of things about this aeroplane that are interesting. Like that. Oh my word. Yeah, it's a shame because you can see with a bit of kind of care and love and attention on the avionics suite, this would be transformed into a really good aeroplane. It's just missing that last few % of effort, isn't it? And no doubt it's been impacted by 2024 not being 100% compatible with 2020. It's good fun though. So there we go. Oh, we've got just to cap off the strangeness of the flight look and our challenges we've faced, we've now got a levitating ground power unit. That just about, caps the whole thing off really. Right, I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully I'll see you all again soon. Take care.